Climate change is leading to more extreme weather events around the world. In Scotland, flooding is one of the biggest threats. We now estimate that 284,000 homes, businesses and services are at risk of flooding from rivers, the sea and surface water. Climate change will increase the numbers at risk by an estimated 110,000 properties by 2080. That's why Scotland has developed a national flood risk assessment to help everyone reduce the impacts of flooding. The National Flood Risk Assessment was first published in 2011 and has now been updated to reflect current and future flood risk. Local knowledge is vital. You spoke and we listened. Your feedback helped us identify new potentially vulnerable areas. So thank you. The National Flood Risk Assessment uses new tools and technology to more accurately assess flood risk. This helps explain why the number of properties at flood risk has increased. These include updated hazard maps to identify potentially vulnerable areas. Also, we now look at more than just a building's address to gauge its risk factor. Our new review takes into account large complex sites like universities, which, while only having one address, will have multiple buildings or small workshops. In our previous assessment, this would have been counted as just one property. Also, we now look at the real footprints of buildings. Previously, if flooding did not reach the central point of a building in our models, it would not have counted as a risk. Now we look at the full building footprint. This is particularly significant in measuring the effects of surface water flooding. It all helps ensure we have the most detailed picture of properties at risk and represents our best understanding yet of flood risk in Scotland. This work will go on to inform future flood risk plans and actions due to be published in 2021. And we will continue to seek your feedback in understanding flood risk, which is a constantly developing field of work. As we continue to develop and target our efforts to reduce flood risk, you can use the information to help yourself and your community. Visit the Scottish Environment Protection Agency's website to find out how you can be prepared. Tackling flooding together.